Have you considered that the reason you cannot manifest this thing is because you don't actually want it? Maybe what you truly desire is the opposite of what the world is telling you to want. Maybe you don't want a big house, fancy cars, an exciting, fast-paced, breakneck speed love. Maybe you want a simple life. Maybe you want simple pleasures. Our world is so cluttered by ads everywhere. One of the biggest things that they taught us when it came to advertising is to make people emotional, to drive into people's pain points, and then kind of guide them to a solution, which is your product or service. A lot of people don't understand, like, this is mental programming. A lot of people don't take psychology. It's not a required course that you take in public school. And so a lot of people don't know the most powerful ways to impress the subconscious mind are emotion and repetition. And a lot of people don't think that this is affecting them, but it actually is. I think a big part of our values has to do with what we are conditioned to see as valuable. We are constantly bombarded, especially in childhood, we're bombarded with these images of what beauty means, what being a hero is. Communication itself is not bad, but let's not act like emotional manipulation is not happening on a mass scale, especially if you have been following the election campaign. You can really be brainwashed into thinking that you want something that's really not even in your best interest. I am speaking from personal experience when I say, like, even on a small scale, like, think of something as simple as you adding things to your shopping cart impulsively. TikTok shop is a huge example of this. People are making it seem like this product has changed their entire fucking life, and they're riling up your emotions. They're making you think, oh, this is perfect, I need this. We need a bigger emphasis on conscious consumerism. A lot of people are being manipulated into doing things that are not in their best interest because they don't know how to guard the avenues of their soul, because they don't know about the subconscious mind. They don't know that they're being wired to want things that they don't even really need. Artists know this too. Balenciaga or Yeezys, right? You see some ugly shit enough times and you're gonna eventually start thinking it looks good. It's just how the subconscious mind works. It has to do with you seeing it enough times and being programmed into thinking that you want that. It starts looking better and better, especially if you see other people with it. If you see it all over your For You page, you see it all over your feed, eventually you're gonna start wanting it. Check your subconscious mind. Check what's really going on, floating around in there. It's stuff that other companies are putting in there to get you to buy their shit. And I'm telling you this as a public relations major, as a content creator. It's basically learning how to manipulate people on a mass scale. Maybe you have been conditioned to want this particular type of success because of images that were fed to you throughout your entire childhood and even up till now, through advertisements, through entertainment, through media, and just the culture that you were raised and brought up into. If you're feeling resistance towards your desires, you feel like you cannot move forward and manifest this thing that you think that you really, really want, right? It could be because there are some crucial components of this whole mission that you're on that are in conflict with your true needs, true desires, and how you really feel. I was chasing after so many things. Honestly, vet everything. You have to write down everything that you think you want, and you have to go through every single one of them and ask yourself, okay, where is this stemming from? Are these things stemming from a desire for external validation, or are they coming from a true feeling within you? Is this something I feel called to do? Or are these things that came from ego? Are they things that stem from social media, of fear, pride? Is it stemming from what I want other people to see me as? Or maybe what you truly desire is the opposite of what the world is telling you to want. Maybe you don't want a big house, fancy cars, an exciting, fast-paced, breakneck speed love. Maybe you want a simple life. Maybe you want simple pleasures. Maybe you want a homestead. Maybe you want to live in a van. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you don't want kids. Maybe you don't want a family. Maybe you don't want to be the cycle breaker, have all the pressure to be the one in your family to save the world and save everybody. And maybe you just want to save yourself and die without regret. Consider that there is a bigger force at play that understands this, even while you struggle and resist your true nature. In order to truly discover your path, go inward. Investigate who you are and what you want. So how do you actually figure out who you are and what you want? So I did create a free workbook that you can download. I also have a mentorship program, but if you just genuinely want the answer to it, I'll tell you what I did. I basically have this exercise in my workbook, and I made a video about it. You can check it out on the cards up there. So it's investigating your values through flipping negative things that have happened to you. So say pet peeves are an example. Something bad that gives you a bad feeling. Flipping it and trying to understand why did it piss you off. And also looking at really positive life experiences, most favorite childhood memories or best memories of your life in general. Why did that matter to me? Why did that make me feel so good? And starting to investigate, okay, what does that tell me about myself? And what can these experiences tell me about who I am what I want and what situations I should be putting myself in so I can create more of those experiences in my life. Understanding yourself in that way, being able to avoid things that really aren't good for you and deliberately putting yourself in environments that are going to nurture you, that's literally a game changer. You'll be so much more happy and so much more fulfilled in your life, and everything you do will prosper and flourish when you can do this, when you understand this, and when you know how to alchemize your negative experiences into positive and productive outcomes. You're literally untouchable. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.